Missing out on basketball news is already tough. So go ahead and tap that bell icon and let it ring for the latest in Basketball U. This is 5 on 5 Fast Break News on Basketball U. Here we are, Basketball U, with another installment of 5 on 5 Fast Break News, hitting you with the latest up-to-date news in the world of basketball. Thank you again for all the support as we look to add many more to the channel. Make sure you hit the thumbs up at the bottom of the video. Always keep you locked in with all the info. Here we go. The matchup everyone wants to see is here. The two top freshmen will be going at it in the Sweet 16. Great scheduling by the NCAA to get these two to play each other. Big Ten Freshman of the Year, who leads the country in scoring and second in the NCAA in assists, and UConn's Paige Bueckers, who is considered the best player in the country. Let's break down the numbers. Caitlin Clark is averaging about 27 points per game with 6 rebounds and 7 assists per game. Paige is averaging around 20 points a game, 5 assists, and 6 rebounds. Let's remember, these are freshmen who came into powerhouse programs and are leading the way. This is great for the women's NCAA tournament, as we will get this matchup for the next 3 years. Ashley Jones is the player no one is talking about for the Iowa State Cyclones, averaging 24 points a game and leading the Cyclones with a wide range of scoring inside and out. The question is, will her ability to cause matchup problems for teams be enough to lead her team past the powerhouses from the Power 5 conferences? Unfortunately, the Cyclones' route to the championship has been cut short with an overtime buzzer beater from Texas A&M. However, Jones will definitely be a nominee for an All-American year. Maryland might be overlooked in the tourney, being the top scoring offense in the country at 91 points a game. They will be the 5th team in history to average that high of a point total, as they are coming for the title. With 6 players averaging double-digit scoring, they will have a singular presence as the Gonzaga Bulldogs on the men's level. Any and every game for any team playing Maryland will go to the wire, but this is our pick for the national championship this year. As we proceed, it's time for the 5 on 5 Fast Break Trivia. What SEC powerhouse was the first to lose 3 straight national championship games? Is it A, Tennessee, B, Auburn, C, Florida, or D, Georgia? The correct answer is B. Now, before we talk about what's going on in the NCAA on the men's side, the day of the trade deadline happened on Thursday, and plenty of big names have already made their move. Nikola Vucevic has been traded to the Chicago Bulls for Wendell Carter Jr. and Otto Porter. But that's not the only player from the Orlando Magic that's going places. Evan Fournier gets sent to Boston Celtics for some draft picks. But that's not all with Orlando Magic. Aaron Gordon is going to Denver Nuggets in exchange for Gary Harris, RJ Hampton, and a 2025 first-round pick. Now heading to Sacramento, Nemanja Bjelica is going to Miami. Gary Trent Jr. and Rodney Hood is going to the Toronto Raptors, while veteran guard Norman Powell is heading to the Portland Trail Blazers. George Hill is going to the Philadelphia 76ers with a 3-team trade. Austin Rivers and Toney Bradley is heading to Oklahoma City, alongside 2 future second-round picks, while New York gets Terrence Ferguson. The Pac-12 showed a lot of the college basketball world that they are the conference to beat, as many teams won their first-round games and 3 teams moved forward into the Sweet 16. The Big Team had 9 teams in the tournament, and now only 1 remains, but that contender will represent the conference well, as they still are one of the number 1 seeds still alive in the tourney. But if UCLA continues their run, they can meet in the Elite 8, and it will be a fun one to watch. After our picks last week, we already have one number 1 go down, as the Fighting Illini ran into a very good Loyola Chicago team who looks like they are trying to make themselves a state rival after that big win. Gonzaga is still looking dominant with the deepest roster in the NCAA, and Baylor has put on the show in their past few games, which makes them an exciting team to watch. Can't wait to see what upsets happen and what unfolds in the wonderful world of the NCAA tournament. We had to keep you up to date real quick with the NCAA March Madness first, before we decided to continue with more of the trade deadline. And there was some major trades within the last hour of the deadline. The Washington Wizards made some adjustments as they trade Moritz Wagner and Troy Brown Jr. And with the exchange, Daniel Gafford and Chandler Hutchinson head to Washington. 3-time Sixth Man of the Year Lou Williams has been traded to the Atlanta Hawks in exchange for Rajon Rondo. This will also add Rondo into the list of NBA players who have played as a Los Angeles Laker and a Los Angeles Clipper. More notable trades have occurred during this trade deadline, such as Corey Joseph getting sent to Detroit as DeLon Wright gets sent to Sacramento Kings. Upon that, the Lakers' 2021 second round pick and Detroit's 2024 second round pick gets joined as well. Denver takes JaVale McGee, while Isaiah Hartenstein, a protected 2023 second round pick and an unprotected 2027 second round pick, goes to Cleveland. The biggest call off was Lonzo Ball and Kyle Lowry, as they will stay in their respective teams. However, both players are free agents at the end of this season. Victor Oladipo is going to Miami in exchange for Avery Bradley, Kelly Olynyk, and swamp rights with the Nets in 2022, all going to the Rockets. And finally, at the buzzer of the trade deadline, JJ Redick is going to Dallas Mavericks. Joining alongside Redick is Nicolo Melli. Pelicans get James Johnson, the 2021 second round pick from Dallas, and some cash. By the way, don't forget to check out some of the other videos here on Basketball U. We are currently working on some more content, so you can check us out on the daily. The support has been great, and we want to make sure we give you back that same energy by providing all of your basketball needs. Thank you for all the kind comments in the comment section. Shout out to all the new subscribers and everyone watching from the United States to the Philippines to India, Canada, United Kingdom, Australia, Germany, Spain, Nigeria. Thanks for the love. And as always, be sure to stay tuned for many more 5-on-5 Fast Break news right here on Basketball U. Almost forgot, here's another reminder. YouTube.com/BasketballU. Our new URL makes it easier to find us. Again, thanks for watching. This concludes this edition of 5-on-5 Fast Break News on Basketball U. We bring you the latest on all things basketball, from college to the NBA to the WNBA. And all you gotta do is subscribe. And remember, someone's always working. Are you?